Hi and welcome to one of our National Composting Week videos talking about this week how to and why compost. So today we're looking at the benefits of composting, which we think are far and wide, and I'm going to highlight some of the most common reasons why you might want to compost. Because composting is so important, we've included it within our urban food production toolkit, and this is the card which features information about composting. There's a nice image of it there. And at the bottom here are the environmental, economic and social benefits of composting. So let's talk about some of those then. So environmentally, we are creating an ecosystem within our growing space, which is going to attract worms and insects and provide habitat, and include microorganisms and bacteria and fungi. And people often find creatures like slow worms and small mammals that live in a compost heap, also really important for hedgehogs and other small mammals that might choose to live in there. So you're creating this healthy ecosystem, lots of creatures up the food chain and a habitat that's managing itself, and in the meantime it's decomposing all of your matter for you. So environmental reason number one. Environmental reason number two is the end product is going to be packed full of nutrients. So you're creating a really high value product that you can then use for growing food in. Because you know the waste that's gone into the system, you know the quality of the product that's coming out of it, and you know that you can use that then on your when you're growing your food or growing other plants. And it will be always building nutrients within the soil. We want to build nutrients rather than deplete the soil. So it's a really useful process for that, and you'll end up with that as an output. Socially, it can be used as an educational tool, so it can be used in schools and also for adult learning. It can be sited at a place where there's lots of people coming and going that can learn about the composting process, so that's really important as well. It can bring people together. If you've got a community composting scheme that happens within a block of apartments, again, it's bringing people together and they're learning and they're meeting their neighbours. Economically speaking, it's going to save you money because you're not then going to the garden centre to buy your own compost, because you're producing it at home or at work or at the allotment that you can then use on your site. So that's saving you money. It's also saving the environment because you're not buying compost that's been mass produced, put in plastic bags and then driven or shipped long distances to a garden centre for you to then go and purchase it. So it's going to save you money personally. But also there's possibilities for it to help the local economy. So if you have a community composting scheme that's there to serve lots of people, then that has the opportunity to upscale and create a produce with high value that can be sold and generate income, generate employment, and keep that money within the local economy. So that's a really quick snapshot of why you might like to compost. Tomorrow and Friday we're going to be looking at two different processes for food waste management, one with worms and one without worms. And one of those systems is called Bokashi, and if you want to know more about that, tune in. That's on Friday, and this is a card on Bokashi within our urban food production toolkit. So if you're interested in composting particularly, there's two cards that will help you with that, and of course there are all the other standard food production systems that you would expect within that toolkit too. Hopefully that's been helpful and inspiring and made you think about maybe I can compost myself and why might you like to do it. Maybe get together with some friends or some colleagues and think about some kind of composting process that you can manage yourself. And tomorrow we're going to be looking at managing food waste with worms. So we hope to see you then, and don't forget we've got a composting masterclass online Thursday evening, and if you miss it we'll be doing future ones, so drop us a line or put a message in the comments if you're interested in a future class. See you soon.